Mom, my ear still hurts.
You can't always get to the doctor right away, but you don't always need the ER. Meritus Urgent Care. Open 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Just warm, expert medical care when you need it most. Visit our website to see our real-time wait info, then visit the location that works best for you. Meritus Urgent Care. Treating the community well.
Hi, I'm Joe Fleischman, Executive Chef, Food Production Manager from Meritus Medical Center in Hagerstown, Maryland. Today we are going to make a sauteed or seared sea scallop with avocado and orange salad. Let's begin. I'm kind of going to talk a little bit about the ingredients first. Foremost, this dish, very few ingredients. You can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 different ingredients in this dish. Very simple. The ingredients, the quality of the ingredient, very important in this dish, as there are only a couple. We want to use the highest quality ingredients we can. So we're going to talk about those a little bit and see what you need to do to utilize these ingredients properly and to their maximum potential. So let's start with the star of the dish, our sea scallops. There's obviously 2 different types of scallops, sea scallops and bay scallops. Bay scallops are traditionally, historically, a bit smaller than a sea scallop. Some of them are a little sweeter. There's ones from Nantucket that are just outstanding. The sea scallops, obviously, a little bit bigger and probably more utilized. You get a lot less of the skate plug, etc., with the larger sea scallop. So these sizes on this particular scallop, these are a 10 to 20 count, meaning there are anywhere from 10 to 20 scallops per pound. These are readily available in your grocery store, in the seafood section of your grocery store. And again, they vary in size. Normally, the larger ones, for me, aren't quite as good as the ones that are a little bit smaller. I would say that ones that are roughly the size of a quarter to a 50-cent piece, to me, I think are nice. They will lose some size as they cook. There's a little bit of liquid in there that's going to cook out. They're going to get a little bit smaller, but to utilize these, when you purchase these at your local grocery store, you want to make sure you look at them. They're very round, but you'll notice there's a little piece on here. It kind of looks like the letter C that sort of looks out of place. Basically, that's the foot or the tongue that holds the scallop to the shell whenever the mollusk is alive. So what we're going to do is we just want to take our fingers and we want to rip that little piece off and we want to set it aside. It is edible. It's a little bit chewy. It kind of looks funny whenever you cook it. It sort of separates itself, and it just for a visual appeal just really doesn't do it. So we're going to go ahead and remove them from these scallops. Some of them don't have them, this scallop here. So we're going to go through our scallops and we're going to get rid of the foot. Okay. This dish traditionally is a great appetizer or a luncheon entree. We're going to use today about 7 scallops. That's going to be enough to do actually a dinner-sized portion. A little bit less, anywhere from 3 to 4, depending on if it's an appetizer or lunch, is normally pretty good. We're going to go ahead and season these scallops with salt and pepper and get them ready. I find that the natural sweetness of the scallop really doesn't need a whole lot of seasoning. A little bit of salt and pepper, and again, the quality of the ingredients very good. So we don't want to mask the quality of our ingredient with a bunch of different spices, a bunch of different sauces and things like that. It's just completely unnecessary. And the scallops do have a little bit of salt content, obviously, in them. We don't want to use a whole lot of salt, just a little bit. Same thing with the pepper. Again, we don't want to mask the natural flavor, the sweetness of these scallops. A little bit of salt and pepper lends itself very well. Okay, there we go. These look great. We're going to go ahead and put them to the side here momentarily. We're going to heat our saute pan to a medium-high heat. There we go. We're going to add, good nonstick pan is kind of essential here. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to allow that to heat. As I said, our scallops are seasoned. They're ready to go. You want to make sure they're as dry as you possibly can. Take a paper towel and dry them off. They're going to sear much better in our pan if they're dry, not wet. We don't want them to steam. We really want them to sear and adhere to the bottom of the pan. Get a nice brown crust on the top. As our scallops cook, you're going to be able to tell when you're cooking them, they're very much opaque. As the scallops cook, you're going to see a white line that's going to just sort of creep up the scallop as you cook it. When it's about halfway, you know it's about halfway done. You want to flip it over, do the same thing from the opposite side. The other components to our dish are obviously avocado, an orange, and just a little bit of green onion, a little bit of red onion. And avocados, I get a lot of questions about avocados, how you peel them, how you get the seeds out, how they actually work. It's pretty simple. Don't be intimidated by them. Avocados are readily available. Hass avocados we have here is probably the #1 variety. There are over 500 different varieties of avocado. Most of them, a lot of them commercially available, grown in California, many of them. That's where this particular avocado came from, but they're very simple to work with. Basically what you do is just take a sharp knife and you'll just run it around. You'll feel the pit of the avocado in there. You run your knife around the avocado and just sort of move the knife and the avocado at the same time. Okay, you just want to take your avocado, twist it, and there you go. You have the inside. As you can see, there's a large pit in there. Very hard, not edible. How do you get that pit out? Very common question. All you do is you take a nice, heavy chef's knife, grab a hold of it, again, watch your fingers, give it a little hit, turn your chef's knife, boom, out comes your pit. Nice and simple. Take that. Now, we have our pit out, we have our avocado flesh in there, which is what we want. The outside of the avocado we don't want to use. We want to be able to remove the flesh from the inside of this avocado skin. How do we do that? The second most common question. Very simply, the easiest way to do it is with a large spoon. Simply run your spoon around the edge of the skin of the avocado where the flesh meets, and it will sort of start to begin to pull apart. And you want to just work your spoon down through there. You can do it gently, it'll take you a little bit of time, but the avocado flesh will begin to pull away from the skin. If the skin breaks off, not a big deal. We're going to continue to do this, work it down towards the center, and it's going to be a little bit messy. That's just the nature of the beast, don't worry about that. We're going to just sort of give this a quick peel. Continue to work our spoon, and there we go. There you have a half of an avocado that we're going to use here in just a minute. We'll set that to the side. Okay. And we're going to do avocado half #2. With a little practice, it becomes pretty easy. Every avocado you do is going to be different depending on the ripeness, so some of them are very simple, some of them are a little tougher, and here we go, that one's very easy. When we come back, we're going to finish up our dish and plate. Please stay tuned.
Mom, my ear still hurts.
You can't always get to the doctor right away, but you don't always need the ER. Meredith Urgent Care. Open 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Just warm, expert medical care when you need it most. Visit our website to see our real-time wait info, then visit the location that works best for you. Meredith Urgent Care, treating the community well.